turning 40, I knew that big change was ahead. I could feel it intuitively, energetically. I knew a big shift was happening. I just didn't know what I could do about it or what I needed to do about it or what was going to happen. It felt very personal. Like it felt like 2024 is here. It's my 40th year. At that time, my friends at the time, we were all turning 40, so it was like a big shift for all of us. And good and bad, I low-key was like comparing my life to theirs, and I could feel like, oh, we're all going in different directions. And I thought we would still be friends, but just from a distance. But God had different plans, and I knew deep down in my soul that it would be more of a, like, we're no longer friends type deal. And that was one of the bigger changes I had to endure at the end of the year. But choosing to do the 40B40 leading up to my birthday and documenting it was a blessing, because now I can look back, from my 40s on, God willing, at what I was thinking, what I was journeying through, what I was struggling with, what I was doing well at, where I was at in life financially, because even physically. Now fast forward to today, where I'm at, about to turn 42, going to appointments. I got my first mammogram, and that was terrifying. Terrifying. Especially when you have had someone in your family that dealt with it. God, thank God she's okay. And that was one of the main reasons I ended up quitting my job, was so I could be present for whatever was about to occur. And sometimes we need those dramatic pushes in life to really force us to do what we're intended to do. And that was one of those wake-up calls, like, girl, get it together. God is trying to tell you there's more out there for you, and God is trying to bless you, but you are too stubborn. You are too stubborn. And I was too stubborn. And it took those dramatic shoves and pushes and injuries and surgeries and losing teeth and losing friends and all that stuff, losing my job, losing money, for me to wake up and like really listen to God and show up and learn about faith, learn about trust, learn about real belief, and understanding my relationship with God, building a relationship with God. And I definitely want to continue to expand on that conversation with faith and God and the Bible, because that's been an interesting one as well, especially if you're just now tuning into who I am and what I'm about. You need to know that part of me in order to know who I am and what I'm doing moving forward, God willing, because losing friends, losing teeth, losing money, it really highlighted and forced me to highlight and shine a light on what it is I do have and who it is I do have, because I was getting stuck in that rat race. I was getting stuck in what I don't have, and that was destroying me. And I wouldn't have made it through my 40s this far had I not surrendered, had I not let go when God said to let go, and be willing to let go and trust that if it's meant to be, it will come back. If it's not, thank you for your services. Thank you for your services. Thank you for the time, right? And then grieving through those losses and those big changes in my life, and leading to here, 2025 was definitely a heavy year emotionally, but also one of my best years for me to prove to myself who I know I am, who I know I'm capable of being, knowing who I am now in this moment, and being able to prove that I'm willing to show up and I can be disciplined, because that was something I lacked in the past, is discipline. But I just had to go through the struggle. I had to go through the rain. I had to go through the storm. I had to experience and endure all of that, so that fast forward to now, again, I can endure whatever it is I'm about to face. And I'm just so grateful that I've been documenting this process, because one thing about big change, loss, grieving, healing, winning is that my definition of love has not changed. If anything, it's grown stronger. My definition and my experience with love has been validated. It has increased tremendously because I now have God in my life fully, like for real. Whereas before, I don't like when people say you're lukewarm. It's like, I don't think people are given enough time and space to experience God's love and on their terms. I mean, I guess it's God's terms, but what I'm saying is like, I practice gratitude on a daily basis. I did my gratitude journal for a year straight and counting into 2026. I documented my wins. I do 20 minutes of silence as often as I possibly can. And through this 40B40 journey, I've been doing intermittent fasting to really just have a clear mind when I wake up and while I'm asleep. Because one of my worst habits is my sleep pattern. My body knows 8 hours. I'm grateful for that. So it doesn't matter what time of day I sleep, it's going to be for 8 hours straight through unless I have to pee, right? So regulating my sleep has been much better because I'm not eating past a certain hour and I'm not waking up and eating first thing, stuffing myself so I can fuel myself, when fasting has been one of those catapulting choices that is amazing, you know. And I don't know if you would want to call sobriety fasting as well, but letting go of alcohol. Those are one of those habits that I just had to drop because it was slowing me down. It was slowing me down and it was keeping me broke. Not just financially, emotionally, spiritually, physically. I felt sick every time I drank. And then if I made a fool of myself, no thank you. I had to say enough is enough. But I'm just talking from the heart. I had to get all of this, you know. I said I was just going to talk until I had nothing else to say. And I feel like I unloaded a lot just now. But I thank you if you have been watching so far. These conversations are going to continue because I am still learning. I'm still growing. I'm still evolving. I'm still grieving. I'm still celebrating wins, you know, and making sure that I don't overlook the good stuff, the good people, the good experiences, even when I have, you know, had friendship breakups or job breakups, whatever the case may be. The love is not lost. The love is not lost. It's the fuel. That's the real fuel. But if you want to learn more about any of these experiences, let me know in the comments. I want to hear from you all. I'm definitely down to tell stories because I have so many. I think I want to do like a segment where I just tell, probably like in short form, just like random stories of things I've done, celebrities I've met and embarrassed myself around, or just quietly just like was kicking it with them, like because we're in the same group just randomly, or times I've just like blown money knowing I needed it for rent, like because I haven't even really gone in depth about the second round of this sobriety journey. I haven't gone into detail about my debt journey. I've touched on it, all of those topics a little bit, but I didn't like do like a clear vlog on just that. So 8 more vlogs away from my 42nd birthday. If you're watching this in real time, if you're watching this in the future, I am doing a 40B42 challenge. So I like to document the 40 days before my 40th birthday. It's a play on words, 40B4T2. It started when I turned 40, and I'm just going to continue it as long as I feel like it. I have the capacity to do it, and I'm capable of doing it. It's fun. I think everyone should document their life, start a YouTube channel. You don't have to do elaborate vlogs like this one that are almost 25 minutes long. But I think it is important and vital to have a time capsule, if you will, of who you are, what you've been through, what you're going through, and what you strive for in the future. Because some of the things I've said in the past, I'm like, what was I thinking? Like, I was so shallow and like materialistic, not a lot, but just what I was striving for even 5 to 10 years ago is not what I'm striving for today. It's actually not in the shape of a Lamborghini or an Audi anymore. It's not shaped as a home, you know, or a condo by the ballpark. Yeah, I don't value money the same way. I don't value certain people that I gave practically my life to anymore. You know, I don't value old versions of me. And I'm grateful that I left those versions of me in the past, and I'm continuing to evolve and become the person I know I'm destined to be, and just being grateful for the person I am in this moment, in this second. And I hope that this message reaches those that are intended to reach this message. If you want to know more from a self-employed business perspective, check out my other channel, Transaction Care, because I definitely spit a lot of free game there. Here at Lilz, my personal channel, Faya is my nickname. Lilz is just short for my real name, Lillian. Not afraid to say that anymore. I used to hate my government name, but I'm getting used to it now. And this is, just my space to talk freely, regardless of views. Although I am hoping to grow this channel even more this 2026 season of my life, because I believe in it. And I believe there is an audience for what I'm presenting and the value I'm presenting. And I think I'm learning through each vlog how that's going to be packaged. Because right now I'm just talking from the heart. I'm doing daily vlogs for the next 40 days. We shall see what happens from here moving forward, because I still want to participate on this channel and stay active here. I just don't know if it's going to continue to be daily, every other day, weekly, monthly, but there will be some form of content coming from me on this page in order to see growth and to continue to build community for women in their 40s, even men in their 40s, but I think women in their 40s, women of color in their 40s, that in their early 40s, that are navigating this space thinking that life is over, that you can't start over, that you can't change your mind about things. Like, you really can. You can. I've changed my mind so many times, and it's, you know, I'm just grateful that I have the choice to exercise those choices and make those decisions. But I'm done with this conversation for now. To be continued. As always, stick around for my home journey, my home vlogs, my travel vlogs, my faith, fitness, foodie vlogs, all of the above, all that fun stuff, sports. More soon come. My name is Lily like the flower, but you can call me Faya Lilz, because Faya, what? Well, first of all, life ain't perfect, but it is a blessing. And fearless individuality yields abundant healing. Subscribe, like, comment. Thank you for watching. Life is a blessing.